Traveling is never dull. I'm on my way to Lombard Street and I have to go up this huge hill right there. It's insane. And on my way, a lady hit a guy on a motorcycle. Fortunately, he's okay, but I didn't have help lift the motorcycle up off the ground on my checklist for the day. So fortunately, he was okay, but you always see something when you travel. Lombard Street, was created in the early 1900s, and it was originally straight, and it had about a 27% grade, which made it very difficult to drive. So they decided to a private resident decided to throw in switchbacks. There's 8 switchbacks. You can go 5 miles an hour down the switchbacks. It is one way only. Now it does have the nickname of the most crooked street in the world, but that's not the case. Vermont Street here in San Francisco is actually the world's most crooked street. So there you go. Now let's go check out Lombard Street. Look at that. That climb is just insane. And I'm only halfway there. Now I want to give you an idea of the incline that the street is. So I'm going to put my camera down straight so you can get an idea of how steep this climb is. Today has definitely been leg day. Hopefully that gives you a good idea of the angle of the street. That car going down, like almost nose first. So, about halfway down the steps of Lombard Street. Now there has been talks about charging like $5 or $10 per person to come down this street because the residents in the area have been complaining about the traffic and the pedestrians and things like that. So far, nothing has happened. When I was here in the 90s, it was definitely easier to see the road before all that vegetation grew up. So I don't know if they put that in there to decorate it or they put it in there to kind of make it difficult for people to take pictures and they won't want to come and see it anymore. But yeah, I won't be coming back anymore. So if that was their goal, it probably worked. We made it to probably the highlight of the trip. And that's Vista Point. Now, Vista Point is on the opposite side of the city, of the opposite side of the Golden Gate Bridge. So from here, you'll be able to get a fantastic shot of the Golden Gate Bridge, the city, Alcatraz, you name it. Now, one thing that's pretty cool, sad, but cool that they remember is they have a fallen workers memorial. And it shows where all of the construction workers were killed in California. So right here is a perfect spot to line up to get a shot of both spans of the Golden Gate Bridge. So you can line it up just perfectly and get one right after the other. If you drive, you can go up to that area right over there, and you'll get a fantastic shot on the back side of the Golden Gate Bridge, to where you can get the city and Alcatraz and the Golden Gate Bridge all into one shot. Unfortunately, the hop on hop off bus doesn't do it, and you can't walk across the 6 lanes of traffic from the Golden Gate Bridge, or you'd probably die. Out of these viewing stations they have right where you're looking at, so over there is Presidio, over there is Coit Tower, and then you got Alcatraz, and then the Bay Bridge. They do have like little hot dog stands around here too, so if you are hungry, they do have these little hot dog carts, which are good because it is now 5:09. I haven't even had lunch, and I had breakfast at 7, so I'm a little hungry.